Hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. It's me, Rogie Rat, here to play some more Hardspace Shipbreaker. Continuing this run. Where I think I have 28 lives remaining to resolve my debt of over $1 billion. And, you know, maybe make some actual money for once. It's ridiculous dystopian future of space salvage. But hopefully it'll be a fun time. So, where I left off last time, there was a ship. Right, this new ship design that I had not seen in the early access version. Okay. Really? Is it 1.9 billion I have? Anyway. How am I doing on points? Oh, actually, that could probably repair that. Let's see. Ooh. More range on that. Oh, right. I think my thrusters. Sure. Upgrade the brakes. Oh, right, there were a bunch of these. More tethers sounds... Ugh. Tether lifetime or tether supply? Oh, right, I wanted to... Yes, this charged push is pretty good to have. I will take that, and durability upgrade. Sure, cool. It's freshly repaired anyway. Alright, so yes, there was this ship design, this tugboat, which has these big things. They were called, yeah, as I put in the title, I think they were called Quasar engines, which I have, it's a new kind of engine in my experience. So today I was hoping to take those apart. So I believe what it said. Yep, let me switch to my visor. Oh, a bit of lag. Yes, so these engines. I think it was saying that the access point is at the back here. And I have to maybe... Yeah, Quasar thrusters. So I have to enter through the back and then maybe get up to the front. Regulator. Well, anyway, the fuel tanks are at the front, so I think I have to somehow shut down the flow before I can remove the engine, but maybe that'll be on a time limit? We shall see. Alright. Yeah, either I guess I shut it down or I just remove the fuel tanks. I don't know, maybe that'll work. We'll see. Alright, let's give it a try. Okay. That was not everything. What are these? Oh, do I have to... Oh, okay. I have to cut off this whole back thruster nozzle. Right, that's how I get in. Okay. Let us give this a try. Oh. There we go. Let's just get that going so I don't have to worry about it. Imagine the thruster nozzles being so big that this was gonna... Ooh, okay. Pretty valuable. Okay, so yes. Can't cut... Cutting the thrusters loose would mean cutting these pipes. Can I not squeeze through this gap? Is there any other way in here? this? Injector base plates. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other way into these engines. Uh-oh. Alright, well, I guess for the sake of science and trying to figure this out, I guess I'll just try to cut these lines. Because it did say something about a time limit, so let us... Oop. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Nope, that's not it. Oh, boy. Alright, Quasar thruster out of the way. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy, this is gonna be bad. Okay, here I go. Emergency fuel shut off. Okay. Okay. Alright. Well, that wasn't too deadly. Okay. This thing seems to have separated in half as I did that. Okay. Well, let's get that going. Okay, so maybe I can do that cleaner next time. Not shooting the pipes and only shooting the cut points. But maybe the fire would spread anyway. Who's to say? Fuel injectors, fuel tanks. Cool. These, of course, are pretty fragile. Somewhat fragile. And worth a good amount of credits.
Applying credit.
Okay. Cool. That's how I select, right. Sorry, it's been a bit since I've played this, but, well, last time I was on stream, of course. Or streaming it. But that was a week break. Anyway. Alright, and this is all processor stuff. Oh, is it connected to the one underneath? Oh, right, I can charge this now. Big pushes. It doesn't seem to be going, though. Come on. You can do it. There we go. I guess it was straddling the line a bit. Okay. Alright. Thruster number 2. Did I not cut the other side? Okay. Maybe not if I was being extra careful. Here we go. Okay. Cool stuff.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
All right. Here we go. And there we go. That out of there. And dive through the fire. Yep, nice.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Not so bad. Alright. Oof, there we go. Rushing alert. Oh, jeez.
Note that oxygen costs can be reduced through good breathing practices. Tether supplies are dropping.
I should refill my tethers also. There we go. Yep, yeah, it's fine, computer. Perhaps they shouldn't make me pay for my own tethers. That would be nice. Alright, I'm fine without restoring my... What? Oh, did I not detach the fuel injector? Oh, nuts. Whoops. Well, yeah, that's a whoopsie. Okay. I will not forget that next time. Or pulling those things away. Oops. Didn't remove that cover. There we go. That should get in there. Okay. Here we go again. Oops! Oh. Whoops, that was a little... that was a little improperly aimed. Okay. Ugh, well... Wow, I still haven't ruined that first... that level 5 goal. Oops. Okay. Alright, let's pull this thing in half and separate out the fuel system. Okay, good. That's work.
That's 5 minutes left on the clock, Cutter. 5 minutes remaining.
It's gonna be just a whole shift of dismantling these engines. But, well, now I know how to do them, so that's important knowledge for later. For future jobs. And my last shift, or my next shift should be the last one on this ship. Finish it off. Oops, that won't work. Cause I'm gonna have to take out the other thing. Actually, let's disconnect that cutter. Yeah, or that. Disconnect that tether, because I don't want to pull this thing in anymore till it's time. Okay. Here we go. Alright, so let's... Yep. And... There we go. Okay. Under the fire. Emergency lights going off. Nice. And hit that flush valve. Oh! No! Oh no.
May be recorded for training.
Well, that must have shifted in a way that I wasn't expecting. Oh, 27 lives remaining. You've been crushed. Yeah, great. Wait 1 second. Let me make sure. Okay. Sorry.
Cutter,
It's a video. Okay. All right. Screen. Yeah, okay, that's showing everything. Okay, cool. Back to it.
I'll say one thing. Certainly ain't afraid of dying. You might want to try and keep your spares to a minimum if you want to pull yourself out of debt.
Yeah. Mistakes were made. Oop. Uh-oh. Let's get this off of there. There we go. Now that can go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Zoom. Oops, didn't want to pull that one back. Both to go in there. Oops. Okay.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Alright, what do we got now? Now there's just the main body of the ship left to go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Still got a little bit of wiggle room on getting that level 5, top quality salvage job.
Applying credit to account.
Console. Oop. Is this a fuel refill? Nice.
Credits
Oh, never mind. It's broken. Okay.
This is your 1 minute warning, Cutter. Don't be a hero, alright?
I think there might have been some more fuel out here. Air filter. Oh. Piston. Okay. Well, anyway, might as well separate this stuff off. I thought there was gonna be fuel in here. Maybe I'm just remembering the ones that got broken. Can't depend on that. Need to buy some fuel start of the next shift.
accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage accepted. Credits applied.
Get some scrap out of here too. Okay, lost a bunch of fuel pipes that burned up. One fuel injector, one Quasar thruster. Oops. But yep, still made 7 million that day. Nice. And 6.4 million left to go on this ship, so definitely worth it to finish it off. Take a drink.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
Spill a bit of it on myself.
Enjoy the following inspirational
Oops.
message. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
Full of gas. Salvage 10 thrusters. Okay. Anything on here? Ship doctor.
Hi, don't worry. Dr. Shippy's here to fix your ship right up.
Install some wires and manipulator arm.
Nice job.
Circuit board. Okay. Oh, found another. Didn't look at that other data drive.
Hey,
what's going on. I don't know what to say, except sorry you got sick. It sounds stupid saying it, but it's true. I wish I could fly home and see you, but there's a chance my job wouldn't be here when I got back, and, yeah. Anyway, I just wanted you to know that I love you, Dad. And I know I didn't turn out how you probably wanted me to, but I'm happy. I really am. I mean, my life's not perfect, but I get to see some pretty amazing things every now and again. Remember the first time you showed me a comet in that telescope you bought me for my birthday? Well, I got to see one up close, like real close, actually. I had to drop off some supplies to a team that was mining one of them for platinum just right above Mars. It's crazy, huh? Yeah. Well, I thought...
Okay. That was weird that it cut off like that. Alright. Some heat resistance might be good. I mean, not that that's what killed me last time. Removes red lead shielding to increase the range on the scanner. Jeez. And maybe I'll just upgrade the durability, so I don't have to worry about that as much. Yeah. Don't have enough points for now, but hopefully finish off this ship and get that level 5 bonus. Nebulous Shaw.
Material accepted.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Fuel levels restored.
Okay. Yeah, these heavy pieces are really... I really can't move them, even with the push module. Alright, tethers it is. I mean, it's still worth it with the amount that tethers cost. Like, it definitely outweighs it, I'm guessing, but still. Sucks to have to... Oh, there it is.
Account credit applied.
To have to spend the extra money on that. But isn't that the name of this whole game? Alright, one more thrust.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Oh, that's another fuel tank.
Valuable
Oops.
object processed. Credits
Alright,
awarded.
let's move that in a bit. Okay. Alright.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Okay. Power station. This isn't... Extracts... Contains wires. Okay, no, not interested. Alright. I already got enough wires.
Salvage deposit
Eventually, I'll probably come out across something with the... Oop. Need circuit boards, right, which it said was in communication arrays.
deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Power cells first.
Deposit confirmed.
Seemed to be the safe move. I don't know. Oops. I got dinged on the way by, I think. Oops.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Cut all these cut points and see what falls off. There we go.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Oops. What's over here? Okay, right. This room. I I'm not seeing a way to shut off this fuel before I detach it. I can't remember if just pulling off the fuel tank will make a lingering fire or not. Oh, come on. Get this crate out of here. Oop. That's down. Wasn't sure where I left off orientation-wise. Alright.
Credit applied.
Oop, there's that other crate. Oh, wait. Oh, it's a suit patch kit. Alright. Oh, okay. I wasn't at full. I'll take it then. Okay, let's, let me pull this off first. Then, let's try pulling off the fuel.
Salvage deposit registered.
Actually, is it attached to anything? Let's... No, it doesn't look like it should be. Oh, wait. There we go. Nope. Alright. Yeah, no problem. Okay. Not bad at all. Oop. Well. That doesn't quite fit out that hatch. Alright. Well, let's make a hole then. Ooh. Oh, there's a mounting plate there. No, that doesn't remove easily. Not sure if it's even worth saving it, but give it a try.
Deposit accepted.
Alright, well, that was most of the metal. Okay.
Object not accepted. Please revisit your training.
Well, the mounting plate was worth more than the lost panels. That's what I was going for. Alright. Oop. Alright. Cool. Alright.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Air filter. Okay. Do I have to cut it off? Seems like maybe. I mean, they have these helpful yellow, cut along yellow line things for me. Oops. Okay, that's still good. There we go. An air filter.
Warning. Low oxygen levels detected.
Okay, okay. I'll cut my way out of here. Wait, yeah, that's good. Keep it going. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay. Refill oxygen.
Oxygen reserves are
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
responsible for regulating carbon dioxide levels. Oxygen levels stabilized.
There we go. 7 minutes left. Alright, okay. there's another cut point. Cool. Oh. Do the airlock. Can I be able to finish all of this in 7 minutes? Maybe not. We'll see. Oops, no. I got it. I'm handling the controls. Go. Oop. Grab the airlock, not the other stuff. There we go. And
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
okay. Let's move the air filter through that hole I made. No? There we go. Keep going. Alright. Hopefully that's worth a bunch.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alright. Oh, there's some more.
Cutter, shift clock says 5 minutes left. You know what to do. Weaver out.
Alright. Oop, nope. Alright, my my muscle memory on what buttons did what failed me for a second there. Okay.
Tether supplies dropping.
All this stuff off. And let's start hauling the rest of it off to the furnace.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Okay. Yes, please. Just keep pulling that in. I want to get it in before the shift ends.
No tethers. Please refill supplies.
Okay. Oh. Alright, everything else is on there is a lost cause. Oop,
Account credit applied.
there we go. That's what I needed to do to separate it. Oh, shoot!
Critical helmet damage.
No!
Return to the master jack kiosk.
Oh, God.
Immediately.
Ugh. Oh, jeez. Can I make it? Ugh. Ugh. Okay. That was an emergency. Had to escape. Ugh. Well, didn't quite make goal number 4 there. But better that than losing a life, I guess. Oof.
New certification level awarded.
Oh, nice.
License upgraded.
Okay. Well, I think that'll be it for that ship. I was hoping to get most of the rest, but, well, I had more confidence in heading for the door and escaping the shift alive than negotiating with the machine for a patch kit. Ugh.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Okay.
Hey, newbie. Hey. Just having a couple cold ones and thought I'd ask you something. You ever heard of karaoke? Karaoke? No? It's singing without words. Well, the original words. Anyway, it's a big thing back home. My daughter wants to be a singer one day. She's
Oh, hi, Losin. Welcome to the
Believe
stream.
it or not, I can belt out a tune.
We're discussing
Hey,
the
you think Lou can
ancient
rig
art
something
of
up
human
so that he
karaoke.
can do karaoke over comms? Clever ideas, that kid. Well, anyways, I'm gonna get some shut-eye. Gotta do it all over again tomorrow. Am I right? Good night,
Yep.
kiddo.
Alright. Alright. Well, I've died once and had my face exposed to space another time, but managed to survive.
Listen up, folks.
Oop.
Let me introduce
Yeah.
you to Hal Rhodes. He's
No need for introductions, Weaver. I know who you are.
Oh, it's Inspector Guy.
Let's just get right into it. I know you don't love a middle manager like me coming in, making life hard. Yeah, I get it. See, I'm from people like you. Used to work the links yards around Ceres. Not shipbreaking, of course. Processing. Which, honestly, is just as tough. Real back-breaking work.
Yep. We know processing can be just
Look,
as tough.
this is real simple. I hit my goals, and I'm out of your hair. But we all gotta pull the rope in the same direction. Get it? Cooperation.
Yep.
Cooperation.
Got it.
You scratch my back, and we'll all be done here in no time. Capisci? Okay then. I'm taking the day to settle in, and
He's
we'll
a
see you all tomorrow.
he's a 3-star inspector.
Okay.
It seems.
Okay then.
This guy thinks he knows what back-breaking work is.
I'm telling ya. 1 week, tops.
You guys gonna cooperate with the business end of my grapple?
Okay now. Remember, be on your best behavior. See y'all in the yard.
Alright. New ship type. Javelin heavy cargo. Nice. Unread messages will incur an hourly data storage fee after 10 days. Gotta love this incredibly awful corporation. Alright. Okay, yeah, that was a thing. Railgate project. Oh, right. This rapid transit through a series of gates. Trying to skim this for the basic idea of it. Earth and Mars gates. There's okay. Maybe they were not. I don't know. I guess in my skimming of it, it was not immediately clear what the the actual method is. I thought that the gates were maybe, I don't know if it's like a rail system. Like I know there is also a rail system, but maybe that's more of a space elevator, getting things off Earth. I don't know. Okay, new ship. Maybe I won't. Yeah, I could salvage the last bit on this, but maybe I call it quits on that one for now. All right. Let's see, new tug or. Oh right, I did do a javelin tanker before. What do we got here? Guess the tanker is worth a lot of money, but maybe you do another one of these tugs. Since now that I know how these Quasar thrusters actually work, and hopefully won't get myself killed again. Okay. Oop, I'm out of
Morning,
tethers.
folks. Starting the shift clock. Now,
Another day, another dent in the debt. Anyone want to race me?
You don't quit racing, you're gonna get yourself killed for real someday.
This is hell? Just wondering, how much time is spent chatting, on average, in a day here?
It's just the crew checking in with one another from time to time. No harm in that.
Well, as you know, the Link's employee handbook says that avoiding chatter makes profits fatter.
Talking to each other is good for productivity, actually.
Well, we'll look at the performance reports later and see, I guess.
People are people. Doesn't mean we don't take our work seriously, Rhodes.
Steiner, right? No need to talk back.
Hey now.
Ship
it's
seems
all good, right?
unpressurized.
Let's everybody just get back to work.
Fine. I'm out of here.
Good, good. You should all focus on your work.
I mean, at least the guy admitted that he was a middle management type. But yeah, definitely not a lot of added value here, it seems.
Secured. Credits deposited.
Okay, so I think part of the problem, what got me killed last time, was that when I separated the two halves of these engine modules, it kind of crushed me by shifting, but maybe that's because I detached these kind of anchor points that would probably secure them in place. So this time I'm thinking I could take off, or try to take off the thrusters first. I mean, the worst case would be the things explode and take out most of the ship, but, you know. Oh well, if that happens. Better than getting myself crushed every time I try to take off a thruster. Oop! Back you go. Alright. The way that goes. Alright, thruster number 1. Okay. Alright. Time for some quick precision work. And go. Thruster removal. And dive through the fire. Oop. There we go. Oop. Hit the brakes real quick at the end there. Alright, and let's move away from this thing just in case. Yeah, they kind of separate on their own anyway. Slightly dangerous. Okay. But, yep, I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Knock on space.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Okay. Take out these fuel injectors, no problem. Well, of course, whatever. The danger is past now. Not gonna be an issue. Okay.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
There we go. Maybe that'll bump the other one out of the way. Oh, wait, now it's still mounted. Okay. I can fix this. And on the run. Oh. Oh, maybe it's still connected to the other one. No, okay, it's moving. It's kind of bumping on the other one, though, I think, but that is fine.
Valuable object processed.
Oh, I think I just saw the cut point that I missed on the other one. It's in there.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Let's... come on. Come on. I think I see a cut point there. Yep. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait, no, okay. Oh, okay. I can't get in there. I thought I was stuck. Okay. And just 2 more cut points. And this thing could go. Squeeze through. Come on. There we go. Need my rat-like physique to squish through these holes. Fortunately, not available in this game. Otherwise, I'd probably be able to squeeze past those Quasar thrusters and not have to do the dangerous fuel release method.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Separate this thing out first. Oh, come on. Why can't I? Alright, whatever. I'll refill my fuel, I guess.
Welcome to Metatron 5000. Oxygen level stabilizing.
Okay. Wow, really slammed it in there.
Applying credit to account.
Alright. Cool. Oh. Oop.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Oop. Is that light bar also removable? Probably. Yep. Oop. There we go. Or it just counts the light. Ugh. Okay.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Alright, let's continue with these thrusters.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Yeah. Access panels are about as valuable as that light. Okay. Oop. I guess I'm not sure if this inspector is actually gonna... Like, I guess there maybe aren't additional quotas I have to do, or maybe that'll be coming in future days. Go.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Okay.
Thruster fuel system repeat. Proceed with extreme caution.
Alright. Oof,
You're
oof.
looking at roughly 5 minutes left. Keep on at it. We've arrived.
Ooch. Okay. Got a little cooked there. Doing okay, though. Alright.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Oh, I forgot to check if the fuel injector was connected to that other one. Alright, well, all the more reason to make this quick. Yeah, let's not touch the flaming pipes. And flush fuel. There we go. And safe. Okay, good. Not connected to the fuel tethers. Oh, it's fuel tethers. I was saying tethers because I was about to use tethers. Not connected to the fuel injector. Cool. Whoop. There we go.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oop. No. Come back here, you. There we go.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
And yeah, these lights are probably still pretty useless. Yeah. Yeah, it's not really worth the time or effort to detach all the lights.
Accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
There we go.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Alright, now let's move all these parts.
Salvage secured.
Or at least start them moving. Oops, that just pulled off a panel, it seemed. There. Is that attached to the plate this time? Yeah. And let's move out of the way of this thing. Oops, forgot to cut it loose. That would help. There we go. There we go. Oop. There we go. Okay. Alright. And this thing is ready to go. Yeah, it seems like it's ready to go. Okay, one remaining thruster.
You got about 1 minute till the yard goes dark, Cutter.
Okay, I won't be taking this out today then, but
Processor deposit accepted.
at least I can
Credits awarded.
get the thruster nozzle on there. Oh, what's this? Right, it's the thruster that didn't
Salvage secured.
make it yet.
Applying credit.
All right.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay, those things are on the way.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Oop. Yeah, the O2 situation will be fine.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay, there we go. Destroyed 4 lights, that's it. Nice. 1.2 million from fuel injectors. Wow, that's a lot from fuel pipes. I mean, I know there are a lot of them, but nice. Yeah, 2 push pads for 500,000. And, yeah. Quasar thrusters. Actually, Quasar thrusters themselves, surprisingly not worth a lot of money. Not, well, compared to the rest of the components of those giant engines. Yeah. I mean, that's all fine. Still making good money on there, though.
52. Your designated sleep period is now over. Have a great day.
Okay. How am I doing on points? Can I upgrade anything? No. Don't really have... No, not enough for any of this. Alright. And we'll skip the repairs today. Let's just get out there. Definitely gonna do a better job with this tug than the last one. Gonna try to make that level 5 and gonna try not to die.
Of discipline. Productivity is a measure of skill. Output is a measure of drive. Discipline, drive, skill, effort, ambition, strategy, autonomy, integrity.
These are all completely disconnected buzzwords. Oh my god.
What I'm saying is clear. Road out.
Oh wow. This guy definitely a well-written middle manager. All right, here we go.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
And whoop.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
And flush. Easily done. Cool. Oop. Yeah, this thing's drifting. Tell based on the back wall there. All right. Well, you can get going. Detach the rest so we don't forget later. Guess I like to detach these fuel tanks first, just so I don't accidentally clip them when I'm cutting.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Nice, got both with one. Oop. Get in there. Oop. Oh, jeez. There we go. Made it to the barge.
Secured. Account credit applied.
Tether supplies running low.
Okay.
Deposit accepted. Processing.
Alright, let's see. Cockpit is unpressurized according to... Wait, no, danger. Okay, it is pressurized. Alright, let's get in there then. And depressurize the interior of the ship. Oh no, okay. Never mind, it's depressurized. Nice, free wires. Oh, what's this? Dampener? Oh. A rod? Inanimate carbon rod? Most important device? No. Whatever. Okay. Oh, cute. I think I'm gonna put that poster up in the place. Oh, got some free oxygen, nice. And some fuel. looks like. Oh wait, this is a suit patch kit. Oh, I should have left that there. Ah, in case of emergency. All right, it's fine. It's all fine. All right. I think I already got this poster for the movie. A lot of posters in this ship. Okay. Oh, fabric? Whoop. Don't know where that went. Not quite in the direction as it's headed. Alright.
Material deposited.
Yeah, okay, that's barely anything for disposing of fabric in the furnace. Alright. Okay, I do have a spare suit patch kit. That's good.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay. What's next? So got a few of these to pull off. I think I'll cut out the canopy. That's actually a good way to... Oop. Late terminal. There. Oh, nice. By that, do you mean you, like, aced them? Welcome to the stream. Mr. EFT. Well, this is my second try at a tug ship, which... my first one did not go perfectly, but this one is going much better. Oh. Dunked him into the barge? I could see. Okay. I guess that might work for the... like, that... does that actually work? That the game scores you for all the green barge components when you do that?
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Okay. Alright. Whoop. Got turned around. Alright. Why did that drift off over there? You should be over there. Yeah, it could be.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Okay. Let me grab some of that.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Thruster's damaged. Alright. It's okay. Computer. I got this.
Fuel levels restored. Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. Oh, did I pull off...
Transferring credits.
Alright, well, that was maybe a little silly of me. I pulled the door panel off for this. Oops. Oh well, that's okay. Alright, I want to save this air filter. Oops. Well, there's some pressurization. Ow! Oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Where was that patch kit? Oh no. Okay. Oh no. I have no oxygen though. Oh god. Oh no. Aw. Oops. Oh no. Guess I should have left the oxygen canister there too. Yep. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how it would have fixed the helmet without me having to be able to see. All right. Whoops. Okay, how am I doing on tethers? I should get more tethers.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000. Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Well, whoops. And this was going so well.
Salvage is destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Okay.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oop. Oops. Well, I think that's probably going in the right path. Okay. Well, yeah. Guess I shouldn't have assumed that the side, the crawl spaces in this ship would be depressurized. I guess that's my bad. Yeah, that does sound fun, Mr. EFT. I mean, at least in like you could definitely set it up as like a higher difficulty mode where, you know, like only if you want to be in the hard mode do you get the disasters. But or well, I guess it actually never mind. If it's a mod, then yeah, that would that would solve the problem because those would be voluntary. But I could definitely see some people who play this game for like as a relaxing thing.
Cutter, we got 5 minutes.
Assume that's why there's the like open shift mode and everything. Alright. Just hack and slash my way through most of this stuff. Oh right, the reactor. Well, let's not hack and slash through that and save that for tomorrow. Okay. And yeah, I know I use the split saw pretty liberally. Probably not the safest way to do things, but it is a lot faster. Yeah, it's pretty great. I played a bunch in early access also, but this is still kind of my first like full-on playthrough in the launched version. And it's still got, what, 26 lives left out of the 30? Because, yeah, well, I mean, I like playing roguelike games. I didn't necessarily want to jump to the one life only mode, but thought it would be fun to keep it on limited. Have there be an unlimited number of lives. Yeah, I played off stream. I played up to like played the tutorial and up to whatever level you needed to do to unlock limited. So, yep, that's what I'm playing in. And we'll see if I'm gonna see if I can get through the debt before I run out of lives. There we go. Cut all the points. All these sections are just floating right off. Love to see it. Don't you get off track now, nanocarbon. Yeah, because I think it's only like, I think you only have to get to level like 5 or 6 to unlock limited. I don't know. Anyway. And sorry, I guess I put the first playthrough tag on my stream, even though this is my 3rd stream of playing this game. Anyway. Well, and the cockpit's probably done. I'm gonna cut this off. Actually, maybe there were a few components lying in there, but they'll probably float free when I send this thing on its way. Destroying a bit of aluminum, but it's all going in the furnace anyway. Well, furnace to be melted down and recycled, I assume. Alright. go. Yeah. Just push.
Materials deposited.
Oops, that one went a little wild. And it'll make it there eventually, probably. Oh no! That was a storage thing. Oops. Storage bin. Whoops. Okay. Well, 1 minute left. Probably not gonna finish this shift, especially since I still have
Material accepted.
still
Credits
have
assigned.
the reactor to do.
1 minute left till the end of the line, Cutter. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Yeah. And save that airlock.
Object accepted.
Surprisingly valuable.
Credits deposited.
Hey, nice. Still on track to get that level 5.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
And what is this? What was that component? Oh, just some aluminum. Alright. These things outside. That is a loose screw. Or bolt. Oh.
Salvage deposited.
Oh. We'll see if those things get scored as soon as the new thing launches. Oh yeah, you get free repair kits for getting 4 and 5. That would be useful. Or, well, I mean, whatever. You can pay for them too, of course, but hey, free kits is still handy.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
Alright, here we go. Oh, new posters. Not sure what type of ship that is. Oh, was it an Atlas, maybe? Huh, okay. Alright. I think I had... Yeah, some of my equipment needed repairing. Yeah. Get that view better. Sure. Alright, and... Oh, I do have more links tokens. Can I make this thing more... Okay, well, O2 capacity is definitely important. Don't know why I didn't get that earlier. Probably because I forgot it was under helmet. Oxygen recharge when you're in... Well, yeah, I don't have enough for that. Fortunately, there's no... Ooh, yeah, maybe I should upgrade suit integrity next. Just so I don't... hopefully get less, less crushing and smashing injuries. Alright, let's finish this ship.
Hey, D, you ever remember Iron Hands Romanoff?
Agrafina? You bet I do.
Is that like a cutter you've worked with? Well, not exactly. She's more like a legend among shipbreakers.
She was so strong, she could pull panels apart with her bare hands.
That sounds not real.
That may be, but there was an Agrafina Romanoff in the records, so there must be something to it. In fact, there are more cutter legends out there.
Yeah, I heard of Nanam, the original Burgun. I read she was adamant about never getting a spare. Lost limbs to avoid it.
Jeez.
Don't blame her, really. I don't even know what spare I'm on. That's okay, Gato. That's what they're there for, after all.
Yes, they. Not like they're you. Oh, whoops. Alright. My bad. Cut a computer in half. That could have been more precise, but oh well, that's okay. Let's maybe get that away from the reactor. Oops. Let's maybe get it away from the reactor, like I said. Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's try to cut through here so I can get at the reactor safely. Alright, cut through the power cell too? No, the power cell's safe. It's all good.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
That fit. Oh, yeah, okay. That worked out.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Alright. And there. And that should be all of that. There we go. Oh, right, it's got that whole bottom frame attached to it, too. That would definitely make it heavier. Okay, this thing does not want to... It's a little big to be moving with just the pusher. Okay. And get this one too, while we're at it. Okay.
Deposit
All right.
accepted for processing.
And reactor, no problem at all. Done and done.
Salvage
Level
secured.
4.
Account credit applied.
Yep. Yeah, I agree to listen. That's good stuff. Well, actually, yeah, this thing's broken anyway. I might as well grab the... Or no? Okay. Oh, it was referring to the other computer, I guess, for pulling out wires.
Process content. Applying credits to
That was a
account.
weird graphical glitch. I did not cut through the mounting plate, I swear. Okay. How are we doing? Got almost everything of value off of this thing.
Salvage accepted.
Or tossing it in the furnace. There you go.
Salvage secured.
Alright,
Applying credit.
what do we got left? Alright, just gotta cut off this top part, I guess. Whoops. There are the mounting points. And might as well grab that fuel. Oops. Oh, it's still connected here. There we go. Alright. And that should probably be it. Let's take one more look.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits. Processing
Yeah,
value.
tiny bit of nanocarbon in these slats, but probably unimportant. So let me start. Maybe I can salvage some of them as it goes. I mean, I guess I could... Would I have to cut off the whole thing? Oops, don't want to go into the furnace myself, though. Oh, okay. Okay, so cutting that middle section seems to be enough. Alright, how much is this much nanocarbon worth? Is it at all worth it? Doing that again. Oop. Whoop. Oh, come back. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Well, it's like 20,000 each. And burn, baby, burn.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Cool.
All
Yay.
rewards maximized.
Sweet. Alright, just gotta clean up these last few parts. Scrap out of here. And, oop, that is also furnace. And that's the other half of that computer. Okay.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Alright, anything else?
Raw material
Oop,
processed.
what is that?
Credits deposited.
Oh, okay. Fabric. Get in there, you. What else we got? What is this shape? Oh, that's a ship in the distance, I think. Oh.
Oxygen reserves are low. Reminder, asphyxiation can lead to missed salvage goals.
Oop, airlock console. And... is there a frame or something? Oh, there it is.
Credits deposited.
Okay, let's stop for a second. There we go. And that should be everything. I'm not sure what the gap is, what I didn't do, but
Oxygen reserves critical.
I believe that's the end of that shift.
Avoiding stressful workplace situations.
Oh, and I get a level up,
Levels
too.
are low.
Nice. There we go. Cool. 4.5 million. Nice. Oh, missed an atmosphere regulator somewhere out there, probably. Red seal. Nice.
License level increased.
Okay. Let's see what kind of new ships are available.
Cutter 9346-52.
Hazard level 6, class 2 reactors, nice. Those are definitely going to be worth more. Coolant. Oh, and ECUs. Oh, right. ECUs that provide coolant to the reactor. I remember this from early access. It's challenging, but can get that done. Red seal accredited. Jeez. Okay.
Good news, Cutter. You've earned clearance to the next hazard level. This means you'll be getting Class 2 reactors now. Gnarly things. We'll start training when you're ready, and I'll walk you through them.
Oh,
Oh,
these
they're not so bad. You seen one reactor, you seen them all, I think.
Oh boy.
This ain't really that simple.
Yeah, I got a tip for you there, newbie.
ECUs
Don't
and
blow it
thrusters.
up.
Yeah.
Cutter, like I said, let me know when you're ready to start training.
Don't take too long.
Boy. Yep, ECUs. Alright, yes. I have experience with those. What is it? Right, what do I need? Need a circuit board, if I can find a ship that has one. That would be great. Right, I should upgrade that helmet. Or maybe the suit. Suit, right. Spotty recent. Oh, range. Okay, that's fine. Let's get CO2 recharge? Sure. Who knows? The ship might be pressurized. Cool, let's go. Oh, it's gonna force me to do training for these new reactors? Alright. Fine, if I must. Even though, again, I've done this in early access, but I guess it's best if they kind of make you try it out at least once.
Time to extract your first Class 2 reactor. This one's not quite as simple.
Just pull it and barge it, right? Pretty straightforward.
Well, I'm sure head office would rather the reactor was in one piece. Pulling this beast
big fuel
without
tank.
proper prep is a sure way to print yourself a receipt for a new spare.
Sure, prep. But you're on the clock, don't forget.
As I was saying, like any reactor, it'll melt down as soon as it's disconnected from its housing. And these Class 2s will melt down mighty quick unless you do two things first. First, release the connection to the thruster. Second, remove the coolant from the ship's Environmental Control Unit, or ECU.
Or just cut a hole, pull it, and barge it.
Just make sure you clear an extraction route before doing anything, Cutter. Soon as you release the thrusters and mess with the ECU coolant, that reactor will enter a controlled meltdown. Oh, and if you're having trouble finding everything, try using the systems mode of your scanner.
Oh, right. Is there an airlock? Yes, there's an airlock. Okay. Right, that would have helped me find it faster. Okay. See you, got the... let's open this door. Whoop. Okay. Whoops. Easy there. I mean, I assume I still get money for in this training mission. Oop. Oh, sorry. Wrong direction. I wanted to barge is down there.
Salvage deposit
Yeah, it's still giving me credits. Okay.
Applying credit.
Okay. Whoop, wrong side again. Get around. Oop, no. Can I send this whole thing as one unit? Yep, okay. As long as the antenna doesn't get damaged, it's all good. Okay.
Salvage accepted.
A real talker. Oop. Okay. In I go. Alright. Let's strip off these nanocarbon panels. The whole. There's the reactor. Surround with these protective panels that you gotta pull off one by one. yeah, I guess you can't actually just grab the reactor directly. You have to pull off the panels. Okay. It's a little slower to do in a hurry. Okay. A few more to go. Oh, and there's no time load on this shift. That's nice.
Transferring credits.
Do I want to cut that? Maybe not. Maybe not yet. I don't think I necessarily want the engineering section floating free. Oop. Oop. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Got left up here.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Go. Go, there we go. And free.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Oop, not so fast, panel. Oop. Oh, oh no. Get out of there. Okay. Oop. And in you go. Alright, where did I... Oh, there's the airlock. Safe and sound. Okay.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Can I just push off this back section? Probably not. Alright. So... Alright, self-reactor... Optional release thrusters. Wait, so I think it said... You want to release the thrusters before you... trigger the meltdown, I believe? Okay. Thruster cap's off. I believe I can release the thruster now. Let me... Maybe the tooltip will let me know. Alright, whoop. Manual override to extract thruster with minimal risk of rupture. Alright. Well, let's give that a try then. Objective complete. Okay, good. Okay. Actually, I don't really need to put the thruster out that way because we're going to be moving this whole thing away. Oop. All right.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay. Well, I've got the whole back section kind of free now. So I think this is safe enough. Let's get this out of the way. And let's... Alright. And maybe for speed's sake, I want to cut a hole in this wall. Actually, I guess I should probably take a look at what's on the other side of it. Okay, nothing. Good. Well, that only took 2 cuts. That's kind of surprising. Alright. Alright. Let's do this. So, pull off this panel. And we grab the coolant out of the here. Last one will cause the reactor to start melting down. Alright. Definitely much more dangerous sounding music.
Urgent action required.
Alright.
Processing object. Applying credits to
Alright.
account.
Let's pull this thing out.
Great work, Cutter.
Come on.
Handling both the thrusters and ECU, giving you a nice, long, controlled meltdown.
Oh, nice.
You want to get it on the bump?
Plenty of time.
Well, I'll see.
Not a
Well
problem.
done, Cutter. You continue to impress.
Hooray.
Now we just gotta work on improving the time.
All right. We're done with training. We'll leave you be now. Great work today, Cutter. Weaver out.
Hooray. Ooh. Can't detach those nacelles. Well, the fuel is still activated. Oh, there's a fuel flush. Excellent. Shut this thing down. This is a giant fuel tank.
Hey, Cutter. Want to see something special? Take a look at that rail gauge.
Whoop. Oh. Yeah, they kept calling them rail gates.
You know, no matter how many times I see that old railgate fire, it never ceases to amaze me.
Oh, are they rail guns?
You on there one day.
Like, is that their solution to quick travel within the solar system? Is just firing ships out of a rail gun? I mean, probably works fine until you gotta stop them. Alright.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Airlock depressurizing.
How's over here? Okay, that seems depressurized also, so this should be safe enough.
Airlock depressurizing.
Oh, thanks for the follow, Mr. EFT. Alright, what do we got in here? Alright, they got these weird side, weird, like, oh, heat sink. Okay. Got, like, these cockpits at the side. Right, I think once I dismantled this type of ship before. Alright, oh, there's a door here? Okay, that just opens out to space. Doesn't seem very safe.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Class, surprisingly valuable. Space. Alright.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
Oop,
transferred.
oop. Sorry. Start that moving. Put all these components. Nice and easy.
Salvage secured.
Yep,
Credits deposited.
I'd say I definitely do find this game relaxing. Despite the constant threat of death. Nice to do what you love. Alright. Okay.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
think that was everything. Guess I got it checked, but whatever. The way it goes. Oh yeah, here they are.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Again, just lights getting destroyed. So low value. They're kind of not worth it to me to save.
Account credited.
Oh. Shipping crates. Oh. It's long. Whoops. I think I saw that console bounced off of those shipping crates in a bad way. Alright, well, it's probably gone then. Alright, let's get this fuel tank. Seems like it would be a high-ticket item. Oop. Oh boy. What did I do? Whoops. That's something I wasn't supposed to there.
Processor deposit accepted.
Okay.
Credits awarded.
Sell off. These are usually worth a bunch.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit.
Yeah, 20,000? Nice.
Applying credits.
Or 200,000. Sweet. Alright, I'm slashing my way through the superstructure. Is this thing free yet? Nope. Oop. Missed that one. Let's, oop. Or, well, missed. Shoot. Oh, shoot. What? Okay, should have done that from farther away. Well, my bad. That was a lot of fuel that I lost there. Whoopsie. Alright, let's try to extinguish that fuel pipe if I can. Aw. Lost in a cell. Too bad. Well, whoops.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Yeah, this is all a lot of trash now. Oh, wait a minute. All this titanium is still salvageable.
Warning.
Deposit accepted for processors.
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel supplies are available for purchase.
Well, I might as well
Jack.
try to fully harvest this thing since I'm not at all on a time limit. Thank you, training. So yeah, I think I'll finish this thing off, and then that'll probably be the last shift of the stream.
Welcome to Vintatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Oops. Or whatever.
Fuel levels restored.
But yes. Yeah, those of you who've been watching, thank you for watching. So we'll get this out of the way now. So yeah, thank you very much for hope you enjoyed, and if you would like to see more Hardspace Shipbreaker, I'm probably going to keep playing it on Mondays for the time being. For other stuff that I'm into, feel free to follow me on Twitter if you would like, and if you care about, and if you can stomach Twitter. I give updates on what I'm streaming when. Same day, usually. And then I have a VOD channel on YouTube where you can check previous streams I've done. If you miss anything. Oh, okay. I am on time limit. And Thursdays, I play Noida, which is a fun time of me also dying repeatedly. Crazy wizard game with audience voting, though, so you can also participate in making my life easier or harder. Sundays is a rotating variety stream. This past Sunday I played Crypt of the Necrodancer. I haven't decided what I'm going to be playing this coming Sunday. Nope. Don't have it planned. So, I guess check my schedule later and I'll update it with what I had in mind. Or, again, you can check me out on Twitter. I'll let you know day of. Thank you. You should probably try to save some of these computer terminals because they're probably worth the most. Oop. Was there anything else in here? This is mostly, well, it's furnace except for the nanocarbon. Let's separate that off. There you go. I guess all this reactor stuff. Whoops. Oop. Oh, okay, it's attached to the... No, it's not attached to there. Alright. Just want to get this in the processor. Way you go. Pretty heavy. That explains why I wasn't able to push it very well. Let's
Tether supplies are low.
get that thing out of there. Oh, right, the ECU. Totally forgot to actually salvage it. Oop. Oh, jeez. There's the entrance. Give me that. Give me that ECU. Okay, there it goes.
Credits awarded.
Oof, okay. Alright, I kinda gave it a lot of mustard to get it out of there. Let me just drag it in. Oh, there it is. Come on. Yay. Safe.
Credits awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Cool. Alright. Well, I could maybe get this shipping crate. I guess I wasn't noticing how expensive they were. I mean, it must be worth a good amount, right? They're so heavy and awkward.
Looking like you got about a minute left, Cutter.
Well, you know what? Let's try the dunking strategy. Alright, Mr. EFT, let's see how well this goes. There's still some cockpit components in there.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Caution. Tethers depleted.
And I can grab this. Doesn't seem to be moving that quickly. Too heavy, I guess. Free heatsink. Cool. Oop. Alright, well. Now, guess it's not gonna work right now. Maybe my technique was not the best. Alright, well, still got 10 minutes left, actually. Could do another quick shift. Nice. Okay. Stinger's name comes from the stinging sensation you get from the beams shortly before your body gets vaporized. Jeez.
Before starting your shift.
Seems like some of these stickers don't have a ton to do with what you get them for. Alright. One more quick shift. Alright, what type of... Alright, let's take a fresh Javelin Heavy Cargo. Oh, wait, unless... Hazard level 6. I mean, I do want to do a hazard level 6. Alright, this one has circuit boards. Okay, yeah. Go for another Atlas. Civil unrest, extreme poverty, and hostile climate make Earth an unpopular destination for the modern solar tourist. Yep. Seems like a pretty grim vision of the future.
Tethers restored.
Okay, this seems pressurized. Yeah, giving me danger warnings. Oop.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Oop. Oh, easy there, sensor tower. Alright, let me check inside to see if there's a circuit panel first.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
And if not, I'll salvage that
Airlock depressurized.
array. Or I'll strip it for parts. Alright.
Airlock pressurizing.
More inanimate carbon rods. Thruster fuel. Wow. Quite a lot of computers in here. Operations section. Let's depressurize. Need to get this door open.
Level decreasing.
There we go. Data drive, nice. Some new posters. Cool. Yeah, I'll go a little overtime with this, but okay, navigation table also gives wires. All right, I'm gonna destroy that sensor array. Sorry, sensor array. You gotta go. Oh wait, there's more stuff down here. What do we got here? Soft crate. Their new poster. Battery off of this. Alright, I've been killed by this table before in a different Atlas. Somehow pulling the... Oh, right, I think I pulled off the table before I pulled off this computer. So it all separated and flew in my face and smashed my helmet, unfortunately. Anyway. Not gonna run into that this time. Alright, we're unpressurized, so this should be safe. Nope. Apparently not. Let's move away from that then, a bit. Okay, ship should be fully depressurized now. Of course, I thought that before, but feeling more confident about it now. Ooh, got some coolant there. Don't want to cut the coolant like I just did. Whoops. Should have checked my background there. Whoops. Cut a seat apart. My bad. Alright. Alright, let's get the main hull off. This makes things easier. Oh, the airlock was still pressurized. Whoops. Well. Minor error. It's fine. Alright. Alright, let's get this coolant out of here before I do anything else. There. Totally safe. No industrial accidents here, right? Okay, well, this should be safe for dealing with the reactor, because it's just a class 1. Boom. Oh, airlock got a little damaged, but not enough to be scrap.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
What's that? Sure, I'll grab that fuel now. Oops.
Salvage destroyed.
Darn. I should have rotated the laser. Clearly.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage secured.
Oops, where did that, the console I pulled out float away? Oh no, there it is. There you go.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oh right, I was gonna salvage that, or strip for parts that, Oh no, did I push away the sensor array?
Salvage deposit.
Oh no, did I? Oh, I was gonna steal that. Whoops. Okay. Right. Okay.
Salvage deposit registered.
Oh well, there'll be future sensor arrays. Oop. maybe there's something else in here that gives wires. Oop.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oops, destroyed the antenna base, but apparently it was worth very little money.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
What's left? Oops. That's better. So many odds and ends. Alright. Keeping all that, maybe I cut off the bottom of this ship. Oh, never mind, it's already loose. Excellent. That's what I want to see. In this case. Alright.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Wait, oh, this is nanocarbon. Whoop. Whoop. Let's get you. Oop. There we go. Wait a minute, what is that? Okay. That's fine. Not sure if that fin was another sensor module. Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. There we go.
Oxygen reserves low. Links recommend regular gentle exercise to increase
Object
blood
accepted. Credits deposited.
Oh, this thing has the Quasar engines too. Alright. Let me refill my oxygen.
Cutter, ship's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count. Leave her out.
Yeah, well, I can pick this up next week.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your plant administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
Oop.
Welcome to Vintage Roadside Town.
Oxygen levels stabilized.
Okay. Oh right, I can salvage all this stuff now. Now that everything else is out of the way. Oh, tables go in the furnace though. That's the one exception, I think.
Material accepted.
Maybe they're metal
Credits
tables.
transferred.
Alright. And all this stuff gets dumped in the barge.
Credit applied. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
And there we go. That's a nice chunk of change. Oop. Oh, one more computer. There we go.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So I mean, stripping this stuff apart does reduce the weight, which makes it easier for that final push into the furnace. Oh right, I should stop doing this because there's still some computers in this upper section, I think. Yep. Oops. But if I do make a hole in the floor, that will make it easier. It's working smarter, not harder. Sure, that's another aphorism that Mr. Middle Manager, Hal, or whatever, would be into. Alright.
Raw material
There we go. It's a lot of computers to get out here.
salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Navigation terminal, sure.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Damaged. Okay.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Wait. What do I get out of this? Is it also wires? It's wires. Okay. Uninterested then.
This is your 1 minute warning cutter. Bring it home.
Transferring credits.
Okay.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Whoop.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Oop. I didn't want to grab it. I wanted to push it. No! Stop it! Oh, I guess the push button is the same as the, like,
Credits transferred.
harvest button. Alright. Well, yeah. Nice last shift. Got like half of that ship done. Nice. Of course, that's the half that has the reactor in there, which is worth the most. But well, computer terminals were worth more together than the reactor. 8 computer terminals.
New certification level has been achieved.
Well, cool.
License level increased.
All right. Okay. Well, hope everyone had a good time. And I think that'll be it for me. And we'll see you again on Thursday or Sunday, or in the future. Thanks very much. Have a good evening. Bye.